Hello, class. How are you? Best of health, I hope, for all of you and the professor as well. My name is Kiana Asbury, and today I will be discussing childhood obesity. First, I would like to start off saying that childhood obesity is a very serious and it is a very growing epidemic, It's something that should not be taken lightly because our youth is being affected every day, and we need to address these issues and come to a resolution where we can make activity for our youth more fun, whereas if they come home from school, you don't want your child going straight to a Game Boy, if they still make those, excuse me, I'm a little old fashioned, or an Xbox or PlayStation 2, PlayStation Wii, Nintendo Wii or Nintendo Wii U, things of that nature. Instead of just letting our child come home from school and get straight to those type of activities, we want them to come home and do their homework. Let them kind of like earn these things to interact with and play with. We don't want them to just come home and say, well, mom, I'm gonna do my game or play my PlayStation. No, let them earn these things. Let them do chores around the house where they are earning these things, and it's not just being handed to them or given to them. And that's one thing that needs to be addressed more often. And we have our first lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama, who has been really taking the initiative to try to get children in shape and showing a genuine care for our youth. And as adults, we should also take a genuine care as well in our youth to make sure that they grow up and become very healthy, productive men and women of society. And one thing that I would like to address first is preparation of meals. As adults, I know we are very busy. We have jobs, maybe 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whereas it's 8, 10, 12 hours a day. And when we get home, we may be tired, too tired to prepare a meal. So one option that I have is like when you're home on the weekends and everybody is kind of, relaxed and calm, and this is the downtime. Try to find a recipe, or if you know a recipe, try to prepare the recipe ahead of times. Where like on TLC, they have plenty of things and meals that you can make. There's actually a show called 30-minute meals where you can take those 30-minute meals instead of, coming home and not wanting to cook and opting out to order pizza, Chinese food, go to McDonald's or Burger King's, things of that nature, where you can really take the time and prepare and put love into the food for your family as well, and not just going the fast food route. And that is an issue that needs to be addressed. Parents should take more time. Make a time frame for you to prepare a healthy, hearty meal for your family and for yourself. And the next thing I would like to address is putting time constraints on, like I said, these games, making your children earn these things, and not just giving it to them. Do chores around the house, sweep, mop. You can also help them out a little bit, excuse me, and show them what it is to be responsible. And they may can sweep, they can mop, but not doing the whole thing, but showing some initiative that they are trying to be responsible. And that is another thing that parents should really try to focus on, as well as when having interactions with your children. Encourage them to get off the couch instead of watching a movie or playing a game. You can make it a family activity as a whole. Whereas if your child said, Mom, will you go get this for me? Or Dad, will you go get this for me? Instead of doing that, just say, well, okay, we can make it into a game. You go get that and I'll run back, and I'll go get this and you'll run back, or you'll go get this and I'll run back, vice versa. Do things like that so both of you are getting physical activity. It's not so much of being put on a child or being put on you. You're both doing it equally, and you can want to run to one room and run back and do jumping jacks, and your child can do the same as well, because they're not thinking of physical activity. They're just thinking, as a child, it's fun, it's something to do. My parent is interacting with me, or both of my parents are interacting with me, or my babysitter is interacting with me. And this is our youth, so we have to show some responsibility of interacting, because it's not only helping them, it's helping you as well. And we have to take more interest in what our children are doing today. So they may get exercise and things like that in school as far as gym and things like that. But you as a parent, while you're at home and they're in your care and your custody, you can interact with them. And that is also good. Going outside, playing basketball, playing jump rope, um, what do you call it? Playing jacks or what have you, playing that and playing kickball and running, playing hide and go seek. Those are things that get the children interactive and get you interactive as well. You're both interacting together, and when you do that, it is good for you and it is also good for them. So preparing meals, addressing physical activity, addressing in physical activity or inactivity, where they're coming home being a couch potato and you're being a couch potato. You can address these issues by taking the time to spend with your family, preparing your food ahead of time. That's, you're putting love into it, and that should be most important. Know what you're putting in your food. It's not coming from a restaurant. You are preparing it yourself. And addressing those issues is something that I stress to you all. We are adults. These are our children. These are our future. And I cannot stress this enough. Please indulge with them. Childhood obesity and diabetes and strokes, all these things are very serious. Thank you. Bye-bye.